everyone! Welcome back to our channel! Say hello, guys!
Hello.
These are my kiddos that make up the Busy Bee Schoolhouse. Today we are going to film an ocean unit on coral reefs and other animals using all free resources. Here we go! That we'll need for our little ocean unit today on the coral reef. I've got the baby's chair set up with some Play-Doh here for her, all of our art supplies that we'll need over there. Got some different things laid out for the kids to look at. All of these are free resources that you can find. And then I've got like a little teacher's corner where I've got some more little sensory stuff and everything that I've got printed for today, as well as something for the toddler to work on. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
So we're gonna learn all about the coral reef. So from this big book of blue, I just pinned this page on different fish that live in the coral reef. So I thought that would be fun for you guys to pass down and look at, okay? So, all right, so I'm just gonna read you a little bit of it while y'all look at that. And then I've also got that one down there that you guys can look at. Okay, so the story of the coral reef. Coral reefs are an incredible part of our oceans. They just need just the right. So, coral reefs are very important for ocean life. Even though coral reefs cover a relatively small percentage of the ocean, over 25% of the ocean's living organisms live in or around coral reefs. So I'm going to pass this basket around. And based off of what you see there, if you can find one thing in the basket that lives in a coral reef. You're looking at things that live in coral reefs. Good job. Now pass it down. The Great Barrier Reef is the longest reef in the world. Here's a picture. It is the largest structure built by a living thing, and it can be seen from space. What is that called? Coral. Yeah.
The reef.
Reef. And the reef is an underwater world of brilliant colors and strange shapes. Ooh.
I just had underwear on. I need help doing this.
You got yours.
No, I need help, but no more. I want that's how I did it though. Look at that coral. I want to paint the background.
That's pretty.
This is my paint, please.
It's pretty. Oh, you're drawing you a what?
This one. I like the
Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick sit down of the items that I used today for our ocean unit. All of these items are free to print, free to download. I guess you would have to have a printer to do this, but there's many stores that offer printing for reasonable. But outside of the printing, everything that you see here is free for you to be able to download on your own, so you could do a homeschool unit on the ocean for free. So first up is library books. Y'all, if you don't utilize your library, you're cuckoo. I mean, there's a million books. Every time actually we check out at our library, it tells me how much I saved by checking out the books, which I just think is crazy. Like when I look at the end of the receipt and see the total amount that I've saved. So we used the Ocean Anatomy. We used Ocean. This is really cool. 100 Facts About the Coral Reef. This one was my favorite as far as information. I felt like they learned the most out of this one. It was really beautiful. And then we also have the Big Book of Blue. So yes, all of those came from our public library for free. So the next resource that I have, okay, so this is some of the stuff that I printed out. I actually watched Rooted Homeschool here on YouTube for this one. I might have never heard of them before, but it's homeschoolcompass.com, and they have different units that you can print out for free. So this was one that I printed out from them, and it's has the different ocean zones here, and then it has, this is the animals for the zones, and then the different zones. So then you're going to match the animals with the zones. So that's just a fun little activity that they had. And then they also have these little cards that you can use like for sensory bins. We have some of these little guys here, but this is not free. We just have already had these. But what you could do to do like a sensory match is you could print these twice and cut out the animals and put them in a bin, and then have them match that animal to the picture here. So then that would be a free sensory idea, or just an activity for you guys to do together. Along with the Homeschool Compass, they have the Anatomy of the Lobster, and I believe it was a fish and a dolphin that we are going to fill out. So I printed out the blank ones, and I'll just slip them in one of these little page protectors for them to fill out, and this is an activity that they can do together. And then we'll go back together and talk about it. So moving along to the next freebie that you can print out. This is from Stories Begin at Home. She has released her first week of her ocean pack for free. So I printed out At the Seaside as a poem. So here's just the poem that I'll read together with the children. Such beautiful illustrations here. And then they have copy work for them to copy and then color them at the bottom. So I thought this just went right along with what we were doing. They have it in print and in cursive. So we will be doing. So another fun thing to do with your kiddos is Art for Kids Hub on YouTube. You can pull up these drawings, and it's a step-by-step free art class. So here's one of the shark and then the great coral reef. So those are super fun just to tie into any unit study that you're doing. This is one that you guys may not know about that's free. The Good and the Beautiful has the marine biology unit for free. All of this is free, you guys, on their website. All you have to do is put in your email address and they'll email it to you. Turning it around, I mean, look how much information is in here. There's so much goodness in this one little unit, and this is just the coral reef section. They have the entire marine biology for free on their site. It gives you the supplies needed, the information, and then all of these lessons. You cannot beat this for a free resource. I mean, it's just unbeatable in my opinion. So much goodness, I can't believe it's free. Okay, and then last up, and this is probably like a no-brainer, but YouTube. We watch videos on YouTube all the time. You can Google anything. This is also fun to find kids' storybook channels, so the people will read. So you can like type in a book, a picture book, and usually you can find someone reading the book with like animation and just someone different than yourself. So I'll put that on a lot of times while we're fixing lunch and let my kids listen to somebody else do story time. Today we watched videos on the Great Barrier Reef while we ate lunch. So utilize that YouTube. It's a great resource as long as you're monitoring it, obviously. But those were all of the things that we did included in this unit that were free. I didn't pay for any of this, things I had laying around my house. And we also had a little tray, I think one of my kiddos grabbed it, of like the coral. I think you saw that in one of the clips in the video. You'll see it that we've picked up along the beach.